The carbon tax isn't the only thing on Julia Gillard's mind. The Indonesian president has arrived in Darwin for talks on trade, aid and asylum seekers. Australia's hinted it may give more help to Indonesia to bolster its efforts to stop the boats. Karen Binney reports.
A close neighbour has dropped in for a visit. After being greeted by the Prime Minister...
How are you?
I'm very well, President.
Thank you.
And a long line of handshakes, it was straight down to business. Australia's signed over 4 C-130s to Indonesia.
It's also, of course, very important that not only does Australia have a capacity to render humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, but that also we help Indonesia to lift its own capability and capacity.
The leaders will hold formal talks tomorrow. One of the items on the agenda is asylum seekers and how to reduce the number of people leaving Indonesia for Australia. The government says about 300 boats have been stopped over the past 3 years.
I think it's underappreciated the number of successful disruption events that occur through close cooperation between the relevant authorities in Australia and Indonesia working closely together.
Australia's already helped Indonesia bolster its efforts.
It includes the purchase of 3 vessels for Indonesia. It also involves the construction of about 12 police stations along the Indonesian archipelago.
There could be extra commitments during bilateral talks.
If in the course of the next 24 hours we come to the conclusion there's even more we can do, obviously we will take that up.
3 boats have arrived in 3 days, but Labor's indicated the biggest challenge for the government isn't doing a deal with Indonesia. It's getting a deal with the Coalition or the Greens to give Australia a border protection policy. Karen Binney, ABC News, Canberra.